Bats, history and spatial learning. General information. All bats belong to the order Chiroptera, which is derived from ancient Greek and means hand wing. Because their forelimbs are adapted as wings, they are the only mammals naturally capable of true and sustained flight. They are nocturnal creatures, meaning that they are coming out at night to feed. There are two groups of bats, Microchiroptera and Megachiroptera. Bats' food source depends on the group. Megachiroptera feeds on fruits, and Microchiroptera feeds on insects. Insect-eating bats are extremely good at what they do. A single little brown bat can catch and eat up to 600 mosquitoes in an hour. Many people think that bats mainly feed on blood, but there are only 3 out of 1,000 species found actually feed on blood. Moving on to bats' origin. As mentioned before, there are over 1,000 species of bats. Therefore, they are considered to be the second most diverse group of mammals, falling behind the rodents. However, they are one of the least common groups in the fossil records. Bats have small, light skeletons that do not preserve well. Also, many live in the tropical forests, where conditions are usually unfavorable for the formation of fossils. The earliest confirmed record of bats is from the early Eocene, approximately 51 million years ago, from the Green River Formation of Wyoming. As you can see in the picture, by this time bats were already associated with a pair of well-developed wings. Life cycle of bats. Female bats usually give birth once a year. The young are usually born naked and helpless with small and undeveloped wings. Baby bats are usually nursed in caves, tree hollows, abandoned buildings, or the attics of homes with gaps and cracks that allow bats to enter. Moreover, they are usually carried in a box that the mom created with her wings. After a year from birth, bats now can fly and forage on their own. Therefore, they will leave the parents. Before diving into the spatial learning of bats, we must know what it is in general. According to our textbook, the definition of spatial learning is the establishment of memory that reflects the environment's spatial structure. Going along with spatial learning is the formation of cognitive map, which is a replication of the arrangement of objects in the surrounding. In other words, animals with spatial learning are able to memorize the environment around them as well as the arrangement of it. The behavior was hypothesized by Timbergen that a female wasp can locate her nest by learning the surrounding of it. He then carried an experiment to test his hypothesis. He lays pine cones around her nest to indicate where the net is. Then he moved the pine cones to another location very close to her nest, and the wasps flew to where the pine cones were. The experiment was very simple, but proving the skill of spatial learning in animals. Bats use spatial learning in the form of echolocation. Echolocation is a process of detecting objects by sounds. In echolocation, bats use a combination of voice, ears, and echoes to create a map that allows them to see in a complete darkness. They created a chirp, which is a high-frequency sound using the mouth. Then listen as the chirp leaves the body and bounces off the surroundings. When the sound returns to the bat, it is sent down to the basilar membrane in the ear, which moves in response to a particular frequency. By analyzing resulting echoes, they can create a mental map of the surroundings. Spatial learning is important for bats because they use it for migration, revisiting known food sources, and determining the direction and position of prey and predators. Many species of bats show impressive annual migration. When the weather gets colder, bats must choose to hunker down or migrate to a warmer area with more abundant food supplies. With their high sensitivity in sound, many bats show high precision in returning annually to the exact same caves, feeding areas, or particular trees. By hearing the echo of the chirp, bats can track down insects moving around in the complete darkness. This presentation uses Animal Life Encyclopedia, Campbell Biology, and Echolocation video as reference.